Alright, this is going to be the first hive we're going to check. As you guys know, this is actually one of my nukes. So I'm not going to be getting into all my hives. I just want to show you guys kind of what's going on, what I'm kind of looking for. Right now, I'm not as, thinking about swarming. But I am still, kind of thinking about swarming. But what I'm also kind of thinking about, guys, is a lot of times bees will like to fill a lot of nectar / honey in the brood nest. So I'm looking out to make sure we don't get too much honey, honey bound. Look at that. Oh, that killed a couple bees, unfortunately, because this is just so close to the edge there. So unfortunately, a couple bees got kind of smashed there, but not too many. It's not too bad. But look at all that honey. Look at this side. They drew that out too. I mean, they're already filling that side of honey. This side was this way. So that means this hive is full of bees. Packed full, I mean. So, cool. Alright, hopefully we didn't damage too many bees over here. Hopefully all the bees are okay. A lot of bees. Yep, they're fine. They're just, they actually have a little bit of honey on them that the bees will eat off. Look at that brood. Look at all that brood. It's a good bit of brood. We're starting the bag full of nectar. So what we got to look out for, folks, make sure our bees don't go honey bound. Which this frame looks alright. We just got to watch it. If they don't have enough room for the queen, then we're going to have to give them more room. Look at all that brood and honey. On top. So a lot of good brood here. These bees are expanding. And there's a lot of bees down there in the corner. They're drinking honey and stuff. I don't know what they're doing down there. Don't want to make them mad. Got a good bit of nectar and bees in this. See here. Look at that. More brood. Oh, we do got a swarm cup. But nothing in it. So that means that's there just in case. Here, so. Nope, nothing in it. I'm looking there. Right there where I smashed it. Nothing in here. So that means no swarm yet. Hopefully. So look at there. So that means I am going to still be on the lookout for swarms. So we got to be careful. If these bees get really, really big, there's a possibility for what we know as swarming. So we got to be careful. There's a lot of honey in here. Like let them drew out a lot of frames, and they drew it out, but they just fill honey in it. I want them to start filling this with brood instead of just honey. There's bees up in the super too, so that's good. I put a super on here, so they're up there. They ain't drawing it out yet. I wish they would. I wish they'd decide, okay, let's go on and draw it out and put our honey up there. Because they put the honey up there and put all their brood down here. Look at that. I see our queen. Our queen is down there on the bottom there. So look at that. That's a lot of drone brood out here. This is a lot of drone brood. Be careful here. We don't want to smash our queen. We know our queen is on this frame. Oops, see, the bee kind of right there. So this is kind of how I like to manipulate frames to make sure we don't kill any bees. So this frame we know the queen's on, so now we can keep going. We know about our queen is safe. This is an empty frame. They're drawing that out. Slowly, but they're working on it. Well, look at this. Now this is the brood I kind of want. Look at that. More brood that's going to hatch, and more brood on this side that's going to hatch. Look at that brood. We got drones too. Hatching drones, and we got drones in here. So, looking good. So it's not all honey in here. So I like to see that. I don't want to see just honey. I got to re-wax my frames. Guys, you guys know that. I need to re-wax them. I've been trying to get myself to re-wax them for a little bit. I gotta do that. But for the time being, I'm letting the bees draw it out themselves. Alright, see on this frame it's empty. I just found it. I just said, okay, y'all draw it out yourselves. So I'll let y'all do it yourselves this time. All this has nectar in it. This side has nectar. The only thing about this is every single cell they're really drawing out is for drones, right? That's why I gotta get some regular frames for worker cells, so then the bees or the queen can start laying. Workers. Which she has a lot of frames here that she can draw it in. I'd rather them to fill all the frames in here, at least 7 of them, with some brood. Not just drone brood, a little bit of drone brood, and then all rest regular brood, and on the outside have honey, and then on top we stack all our supers on. We can let them draw that out. Look at that. Look at all that brood, folks. Brood there. More lovely brood on that side too. Just good brood. Put that back in. That looks great. Our queen. All my queens are great queens. You would not believe it. All of my queens are good. I don't think I have a bad queen. So right now, if you guys are curious, if you guys are new here, if you're new here, go on and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I have 8 hives. All the 8 hives are doing really, really well, including this one. Look at there. We're letting them draw that out. They're drawing it out with nectar, of course. We got to watch them. Oh, I got to be careful. I don't want that to rip. I would like them to start putting some eggs and stuff in here, but that's okay. They need some good of that nectar. Good bit of nectar to drawing it out. Before we know it, that will be full. Okay. We're not going to go any further because the next frame is just another frame of brood. And I don't want to waste our time making them even more mad. So these bees are doing well. Okay, bee, move over. I don't want to smash your head. There we go. We got to watch them. They got brood. But I would like if our queen could start, or the bees would start drawing my frame or my super that I'm giving them, and then they could put honey up there. But we just gotta watch it. I can't let these bees get honey bound, because I know it doesn't look like they're honey bound yet, and no, they're not. But they could very well, easily in the next 4 weeks to 2 weeks, all this brood hatch and they backfill of nectar, nowhere for the queen to lay. You have to watch it. If it gets to a certain point where that happens, we're going to have to start equalizing. So the hives that have no frames for honey, a lot of honey here will go to the other hives that need it. Now, only problem here is I got to be careful when I put this frame back in. I don't want to accidentally kill bees. Why y'all make it more difficult? There we go. Now let's go on and put our super back on. Hopefully get them come on and draw it out, which is what I want them to do. And then we'll give them some more time to draw it out. Okay, we're done here. So I'm going to get in this swarm and show you guys their temper. You guys have heard me mention a couple times their temper is pretty mean. Well, it's very mean. Look at that. They are definitely growing. Definitely look good, but inspecting them, well, that's not going to be fun. Let me move some of this stuff so I can inspect it a little better. Now maybe, since we're here a little bit, earlier than I was last time, maybe all the worker bees are gone, which I doubt. Because last time I came in about the same time, they were mean. Let's see if it's the side. Right? I really just want to show you guys the brood pattern. Yeah, they're kind of starting to get after me. That is our new queen's brood pattern. That looks good. Some of these are empty, which I think those are cells that already hatched, of course, so it's fine. They ain't happy, of course, so it's, if somebody took off my roof, I guess I wouldn't be happy, so if we put it that way. Now, I'm gonna pull up this frame and the next frame just to see if we have some honey and some other stuff. Pull up this frame. Look at that. That brood's good. We also got eggs too, a lot of them too. We got brood on the next frame. But you guys see, look at this hive. This hive is looking good. I'm gonna get out of here. The only reason why I came in this hive was to show you guys how mean they are. They ain't nice. Alright, retreat. Oh, before we retreat though, we gotta put this. Then we'll get out of here. Because I ain't going to mess with this anymore. Or at least I would rather not. Oh, this frame is so hard to get in. There we go. Alright, bees. Y'all have a good day. Alright, guys. You guys saw how many these bees are. They ain't happy. So let's get out of here. Alright, guys. This is the last time we're going to get into. Briefly, just to show you guys kind of how we're doing. Look at all the bees in here. This is just so interesting and so cool to watch bees grow very, very fast, very, very quickly. We're already in 10 frames. So let's go and open them up and see how they're doing. This frame is heavy. This frame is full of honey. This is what it seems like. Look at that. Your side, you guys. My side is full. I only really have some nectar. Yep, some nectar. This side is full, almost full capped honey. Look at that. Beautiful. They are definitely storing honey now for winter ahead. Like I said earlier, we gotta stay on watch for two things. Honeybound colonies and swarming. Now, swarming is a little bit off the charts for most people, but for me, it's not totally off the charts, but it's partially off the charts. But I'm still watching just in case if there is a case of swarming. Then I can quickly say, okay, here's what we're going to do, and we can do it. Alright, we got eggs full on the bottom, top with nectar and capped honey. Nice. There. That. And some eggs. I saw eggs there too. there. Queen is laying right here. So look at all that brood, folks. Just a lot of brood. That side is just full of nectar. It's unbelievable how much nectar and capped honey there is in here. Some partial nectar and some partial capped honey. So, capped honey, like we've talked about before, I've taught you guys before, guys who are new. Capped honey is when it's ready. They kind of brought the moisture content down a little bit. And then the capped and the uncapped honey is nectar that they haven't brought to a certain moisture content rate, or a number, which is, can't remember, I pumped up the screen, but it's what the bees do, so it's at a good content for us to eat, and I guess for them to eat too. Look at that. This has eggs, nectar on top, and some capped honey, and a lot of pollen too. Besides this too, so it's kind of mixed with some eggs, a little bit of brood, and pollen, bee bread, and some of that type of stuff. Some of that other content stuff that's in here. Bees aren't happy, which I wouldn't be. I'm not surprised if they ain't. Yeah, they're bringing a lot of honey this time of year. It's kind of, it happens every year. They're mean sometimes. Even though bees are Italians. Should have seen the other hive. I went in. I got it on camera too. You guys will be able to see on my upper swarm hive. Man, they were mean. They ain't nice. I told you guys they weren't nice. I mean it. They ain't nice. Oh. Alright, let's check this. This looks like they're actually trying to finish it. Let's see here. Can't tell if there's larvae in it or not. Kind of looks like it could be. Well, it's at least looks like a little bit of nectar or something, or like a very, 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 very tiny larva. We'll keep watch on that. Very well could be. It's only one, and I don't really see. That's just a swarm cup, but it's not charged with anything, so it doesn't have any egg or larva. Now, if there's an egg, there's only one cup, well, it could most likely be that the queen accidentally laid it in there. That's what a lot of times happens. So, if it's starting first, a lot of them with larvae in it, that means that they're actually starting to swarm, or they're getting ready to swarm. That's what I mean. So, be careful, guys. Even though it's May, a lot of times people think there's not as much of a chance to a swarm. Well, that's true, but there is also a chance that the bees can decide, oh, well, we just want to swarm. Even though people think we're not going to swarm now, we're going to swarm. And it will happen, folks, so be careful. All right, more brood. Look at all that brood. That's going to hatch soon. Not sure exactly where our queen's at. You know what, folks? I think I'm going to close it up here. You guys, so what I'm saying from this is our bees are on point right now. I don't think there's really any much more of a need to stir these bees up. I just want to show you guys a couple of my colonies just to get an idea of what's going on. I'll make more videos on each hive later on in the future. I just want to show you guys a little bit of what the bees are doing now. And I can say here, folks, what they're doing now is, number one, is getting and filling in a lot of nectar, turning it into honey for us beekeepers to eat and sell. So, we gotta watch to make sure our bees don't get honey bound. That's what I've been trying to make sure my bees don't get honey bound. There ain't no way I'm going to be able to get into every single hive. I am hot out here. I'm I can inspect another hive today. So I'm going to go and close this up. And we will see you guys in the next video. So take care. And make sure your bees are doing well. Hope all your bees are doing well. Hope everything's going well in your location. And take care. See you all next time. And have a great day. And God bless.